I don't think it's about politics as much as it is about anger. I think they've got an issue of, frustration and anger. You see Islam is being, used as a scapegoat. So if you look at their interviews, the common thing they like to say is, "Oh, look, let's just blame the Muslims. Let's just blame the ethnic minorities for what's going on in the world." So let me take the economy as an example. The economic crisis. If you look at the economic crisis, what they've tried to do is try and say, okay, look, we're going through a hard time. We're going through the financial recession. So let's just blame it on the Muslims, and they try and escalate that with the so-called lack of jobs and everything else as well. So I think, to be honest, it's more of an anger issue than it is a political issue. Because if you ask any member of the BNP what their manifesto is or what they actually believe in, most of them won't actually have a clue what they're talking about. It's just a matter of them, coming together against one cause, which happens to be Islam.
So what do you see as the best way to tackle groups like this?
I would say education. I would say just to tell them, what, this is what my religion says, it's not what you think. So that's why events like this are important, because I'm coming here putting my perspective across. You really get that in the mainstream media. You really get that whenever you read the newspaper. It's always, Muslim terrorists. It's always Muslim extremists blows this up, or etc. etc.
My name is Ishmael. I belong to a rap group called Mecca to Medina. Some people just don't want to see a big change, and maybe by seeing a mosque being overtly present in the community, people might see that as a change, and some people just don't like it, and they've had enough, and they say no, they don't want it. So some people, they're using their democratic right to say they don't want it. But sadly, some people will say they don't want it, but then some people will go into the extreme.
So what do you think the best way to tackle with these type of views, these far right views, are?
There's a lot of things, but firstly, I think one of the good things is the mosques have a part to play too by doing an open day. Because the reality is a lot of people are totally unaware of what a mosque is like on the inside. So, and then also there should be like open forums like this, but also open forum where people who are genuinely against it, because most of the time people are ignorant or they just don't know. So there should be like an open forum where they could at least express themselves, and then have some people who do know about the mosque and people are united against fashion to educate. I think it's through education.
So this is kind of where your music comes into it as well, because I was reading your MySpace earlier and you said you wanted to get back and educate through your music.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is one of the causes that...
Definitely. So music is one form of education against ignorance, but also I do think for this problem that's in Harrow now, there needs to be a lot of different discourse. There needs to be a lot of innovative thought on how to counteract this problem. But I do think, because Harrow is always known to be a tolerant place, so I think there is a way of trying to counteract this.